Hello. Lisa Zimmer here today. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope Facebook saves this video with a screenshot with me like this versus the horrible faces that it's been saving me with. All right, yay, Melanie's on. I love it, Melanie, when you pop on first, then I always know it's working. Hey, Julie, welcome. I'm Lisa Zimmer with doTERRA, an essential oil health and wellness company. And I like to come on here. Today I'm going live in Lisa Zimmer Essential Oils Biz Tips, where I love to share with others how you can build a business from your own home with no overhead, very little expenses. Usually it's pretty much no expenses, but in doTERRA we like to spend money and spoil people. And so, hey Natalie, welcome. We're going to talk about all kinds of fun stuff today. So I'm Lisa Zimmer, doTERRA Blue Diamond, and I love to teach lots and lots of people not only how to use essential oils for their physical and emotional health and wellness, but their financial wellness. So that's what we talk about here at Lisa Zimmer Essential Oils Biz Tips, where we give you the biz tips on how to build your business better, more simply, more duplicatably. This is not a hard business. We make it hard. We make it up in our head that it's hard. It's not hard. We try to follow complicated processes that we don't need to. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Beth. And I want to remind you to check out some of the comments and posts from this last week or two. So you're going to see a lot of comments where, or I guess posts, where people send me their private messages of their successes because they're so shocked and awed that they were able to do it. So for example, a couple of them that I posted this last week for you are, hey, I was talking to this service person or postal carrier, I can't remember which, and who frequented our business. I gave them a trifold and I logged in the next day and they enrolled. Yeah, that's what we do here at Lisa Zimmer Essential Oils Biz Tips. We teach you how to incorporate doTERRA into your everyday, real, normal, practical life, normal people. That's me, just a normal person, right? So I enroll people by talking to them. It's that simple. And so you're going to attract people that are interested in what you have to say. The awesome news about our business today, it's April of 2020, right? And we like to look on the bright side of things, even though things are a little weird right now. April of 2020. That opportunities for you and your business are exploding right and left, right? And so it's up to you to step into those shoes and take on that role and be willing to share with others what is here for them, not just for their health and wellness, but for their financial security as well. I'm going to give you a little history of doTERRA to help you understand a little better how doTERRA became so successful so quickly. So to answer a few people's questions, yep, I'm in Florida. I'm going to stay in Florida until the situation changes, because if I'm going to be cooped up, I want to be cooped up somewhere where I can go for a walk and I can have my windows open and enjoy myself. So I'll be in Florida until the current situation changes. All right, so people that are rewatching this a year from now, this is the famous we're going to be famous in 2020 forever. Like 2020 is just going to be the year of you know what, right? So anyway, let me give you a little history of how doTERRA became so successful so fast and how so many top leaders became so successful so fast, all right? So the economy crashed as doTERRA was launching, all right? So doTERRA, when the executives broke away from other companies that they were with, right, they had to act quickly because the money that they were going to need to invest, they weren't going to be able to access it because the market was crashing. So they quickly accessed their funds just in time as the market crashed and the banks closed, okay? So how do you launch a business during that time? That's insane, right? To launch a business immediately after a market crashes. Well, guess where we're at right now, okay? So situation for a lot of people is not glorious. A lot of the top leaders in doTERRA that started early on and that are still with us today and very successful were because they started during that time period. Do you know why they were able to do it? They didn't have a choice. All right, so a lot of the reasons people have not been able to build their businesses well the last few years is because they made a choice, right? It's all about choices. What are you gonna do? How hard do you wanna work? When I say that, right, you have to envision a lot of the top leaders had lost everything and went from normal people, successful people, to nothing. And there weren't opportunities everywhere. doTERRA was about it. They couldn't start new companies, they couldn't get loans, and they were able to start their doTERRA businesses by ordering 100 PV a month in products that they were already using in their home. They just transitioned to doTERRA. Shampoo, conditioner, body care. They probably didn't even have those products at the very beginning. I'm sure they didn't, right? They had like 10 oils, but they used those oils for their health and wellness and made over their bathroom cabinets naturally, right? So they weren't spending any more money than they were before. They were just replacing what they were already spending. That's the only investment in doTERRA. And then they literally went door to door, picked up the phone, talked to everyone they knew, because they didn't have a choice. That's part of the problem when the economy has been good, so good for the last few years. We get lazy because we don't need it. We don't need to work to live. We don't need to work this hard to feed ourselves because we have other options when the economy is good. We're coming into a position now where the economy is not going to be good for others. You have a solution for them. Help them. Help them, right? Think about all the self-employed people who cannot go collect unemployment because they're self-employed, who are just out, right? And with our doTERRA business and our business model, I'm not out. I didn't work a ton this last month because of, packing up to come to Florida and just, wasn't super motivated for a week while I was finding my footing. I got paid anyway. That's what residual income is, all right? But what you have to decide is, how hard do I want to work? We're really good at making excuses. I'm not beating anybody up today. I do it too, right? I made excuses for a week. Oh, I'm distracted with all this, shut down and quarantine and right? And took my eye off the prize. Took me a week to get back into the swing of things. I still showed up during that week. I still did my live videos. I still posted in my Facebook group. I still supported my team. But I wasn't aggressive and eager to grow. When doTERRA started right after the market had crashed, everybody that started, the original founders, were eager to grow because they needed to eat, right? We get lazy and don't have that vision when we don't have to. You're going to run into a lot of people that need a solution for financial health, and you have it for them. We know we have the solution for emotional health and wellness and physical health and wellness. We forget to share the incredible opportunity we have for financial health and wellness. I never dreamed that, now with the systems that I have in place, I only work maybe an hour a day for Diamond, right? And if I want more, then I need to work more. That's because I put my time in at the beginning and I worked hard. I didn't make excuses, oh, I don't know anybody. I didn't make excuses, oh, I'm tired. I didn't make excuses, oh, I don't feel good. I didn't make excuses, oh, my kids need me. I didn't make excuses, oh, my husband doesn't want me to spend time doing this. There were no excuses. I did it anyway. I went hard and fast for 2 years, built to diamond, spent another year solidifying. You won't have to do that, right? Because I structured wrong, and I teach you how to structure well so that you don't have to do that, right? It only takes 36,500 to reach diamond, right? I see people reaching diamond at 400,000 in volume. That is really, really bad structuring. If you do it right and do it well, you can be incredibly successful. So what does diamond mean? Small, like brand new small diamonds make 5,000 to 7,000. It all depends on size of team, bonus, fast start bonuses, power 3 bonuses, etc., right? An average solid diamond, 10,000 is a good rule of thumb, right? And if you're a very large diamond that just hasn't hit blue diamond yet because you've got bigger builders in some places, right, of all different ranks, you can make just about anything, right? But 20,000 is a long-standing, solid, larger team diamond, right? So that's what's awesome. You work really hard, you put your time in because you're motivated and you want it, all right? You don't just sit back, do a post on Facebook and say, I have essential oils, anybody want some? And then when they don't reply because it's a terrible idea to do, right? Quit. That's not what we do. We run legitimate businesses. We're not stay-at-home moms selling spoons. I don't know spoon salesmen, so I use that example. Or toothpicks. You're not sitting at home, bored, playing, hey, I want to pretend I have a business. We run real businesses here, right? So how do we do that? We tell people that we use essential oils and essential oils infused products for our health and wellness. Tell me what you got going on that you would love a natural solution for. Awesome, I can totally help you with that, right? Because you can. That's the thing too, as you grow in your business. It's funny, I see all these posts all the time in the Facebook groups for like normal everyday stuff. Oh, hey, who has a solution for this? I'm like, really? You're building a business and you don't have a solution for that normal everyday thing that everyone's heard of? Grab a book, grab an app, look it up, tell your customers what to do. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, right? Then teach your customer, get a book, get an app, look it up. It's one thing if we have things that can't be found in a book, a unique situation, or something where we've never heard of a testimonial before and it's not in the book or app, right? If something's in the book or app, use your book or app, okay? As business builders, your role is to become independent, empowered business owners, and your role is to teach customers to become independent, empowered customers, right? Because you can't build a business if they're texting you every day, what do I do for this? 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 You cannot build a team of 100,000 people, or even I'm a very small team at 1,800. I would never be able to survive that, right? My job is education. My job isn't really sales. I sell. I love selling. I don't have any negative connotations with that word, but my job is actual education. I educate people that oils and doTERRA exists and how we're better than anything else, how the word essential oils really doesn't mean anything anymore, right? The current climate of every Tom, Dick, and Harry selling essential oils, Target, Best Buy, Walmart, right? They're not selling real therapeutic essential oils for health and wellness, right? They're selling things that are a good marketing scam and smell pretty, maybe, right? And so I educate people the difference between doTERRA and other essential oils that don't do anything. I educate people once they get their oils on how to use them. I educate them on how to order and get the best prices and get the most stuff free and get the most money back. I educate people on how they can share doTERRA too and live a lifestyle like mine, where I can work from anywhere. Today I slept until noon. I love being self-employed. And, right, I don't have much to do the rest of the day. I'm doing this. I'm gonna do a team call with my team at 5 o'clock Central Time today. That's it. And then I'm gonna plan my week. I'm going to do some games with my customers in my private members group this week. We're going to do some games for community building. I'm going to do some giveaways. We're going to do some educational stuff. And then we launched WWZD on Thursday. Yay! All right, who's in this next WWZD? WWZD 8 was fantastic. That is What Would Zimmers Do? Okay, so for those of you that have trouble with generalizations, like this is what I do, I educate people. But if you want to know how I educate people, what I wake up on Tuesday and do, right? What I wake up on Thursday and do. What do I do on Saturday? What do I do on the 15th? What do I do on the 23rd? What do I do when a doTERRA announces some random new thing that we didn't know was coming? What do I do? How do I maximize it? How do I market it, right? So for example, one of the things we're going to dive in this week in WWZD 9 is how do I get, right? I went to bed on the 31st after marketing doTERRA's Precious Florals all day on the 31st. We knew about that promo in advance. So I marketed Precious Florals all day on March 31st. I woke up on April 1st, and by 12:54, like right after lunch, I was already at 10.5% of the month's prior volume. I was at 10.5% in just less than like 10 hours of the office being open, right? Or the back office being open, or the system being open to order. Less than 10 hours later, I was at 10.5% of my entire last month's volume. How do I do that? So we're digging into WWZD 9, and we're going to give you step by step on what we do, all right? We're going to tell you what to say, where to say it, how to say it, all right? We're going to give you in WWZD 9, I'm really excited about this next one. So I'm really good at words and really good at psychology and communication and helping buyers understand why they should buy what they buy, right? And one of the reasons is I'm like that notorious like Kohl's 30% coupon clipper with the Kohl's cash with the whatever, right? When I have time, I always like the best deal. And so I make sure that my customers get that. I don't always do what's best for me in every situation. I always do what's best for my customers, and I come out a winner in the end, right? Overall. And so I always make sure they get the most amount free. I make sure they get the best deal. I communicate clearly to them that, hey, I am going to help you get the best deal. This is what I'm going to do. And it's true. And people can hear that in your voice. They can feel it in your voice. They can see it in your face, even if you're just doing video, a FaceTime, a Zoom, or whatever. They can hear it, they can feel it, they can see it, and I am trustworthy, and they know it. So I have a whole graphic series coming out to help you sell more enrollment kits. So that'll be in WWZD 9. Super pumped about it. And I was just laying in bed one day, and the idea came to me. I was like, oh, this is so good. How have we not been doing this for the last 5.5 years? So WWZD 9, every WWZD course is different, okay? Up until WWZD 9, we always promised a free doTERRA Zimmer tool with it. I didn't do that this time because we're going to have a bunch of other new stuff that you're going to get as we go, right? We don't know what's coming this month with doTERRA leadership announcements, etc. So I want to be ready to create some stuff on the fly for you that's immediately pertinent that you'll be able to use right away. And one of those things is this entire graphic series that you're going to be able to use for customers and members. So I'm super pumped. All right, the other thing I want to make sure you do is get into WWZD 8 if you haven't already. We just finished it last week. And that is the course that has our how to enroll people online, how to get engagement online. We're going to expand on that in WWZD 9, right? But WWZD 8 is the one where we teach you the classes, we talk about it, we role play, we give you the words, we help you see how to do it. People are doing it and having huge success. Those are some of the screenshots I've been sharing with you, right? People posted about online classes, and then had people not be able to come, but because of how I teach you to engage with them and invite them to the class, they're able to communicate with them and enroll them on the spot, whether they come to the class or not, and help them best, right? And so that's what I need to empower you to do, right? Is to help enroll people. It's not about how many people show up to a class. It's not about how many people you know. It's about how many people you can actually help. And if you can't figure out how to enroll people, you can't help them. So we got to find your words. We got to help you find your processes, right? So one of the things I love to teach is how to reward people, whether it's your sphere of influence, other wellness advocates, customers, prospects, right? How to reward them. So I want to do a special shout out and give free Zimmer tool of your choice up to $25 from my website to 6 people today. All right, so these 4 folks, right, recognized me in the Premier and Silver board. Someone asked, hey, who teaches Diamond and above the best online classes right now? And the top 4, boom, 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 4 in a row were like, Lisa Zimmer, Lisa Zimmer, Lisa Zimmer, Lisa Zimmer. So that's exciting. And it's obvious then that my online training from WWZD8 works, right? And what people love is it costs you nothing. You only send free products in the form of the goodie bag or your make and take rollers. You give them free in your goodie bag to people that enroll and that are paying you, right? So you don't have to send samples. My system, you don't pay postage, you don't pay anything, and you enroll the people anyway when you learn to use the right words and do it the way that I recommend, right? Because I know I would never send out those packages. It's not going to happen. So I want to make it so you can do your business from anywhere with next to nothing. Get a trifold. Even on online classes, you're using your Zimmer trifold, all right? You just do your Zoom, you hit screen share, and you open your trifold PDF and you walk them through it. You don't need fancy tools. Do we love fancy tools and PowerPoints? Yep. You get a free PowerPoint in WWZD7 for online classes. We were teaching online classes in WWZD6 and 7, and for the last 4 or 5 months, we've been teaching online classes. So ironically, your WWZDs are going to help you no matter what, but WWZD8 is the one to get in. All right, so Bethany Wallen, Wayne Becker, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your guys' last name right, because I know you through Facebook, but I've never actually heard your names pronounced. Heather Matarazzo and Crystal Lee. You can all go to my website, lisazimmer.net/shop, and pick any Zimmer tool of your choice up to $25 for free. And then email me, lisa@lisazimmer.net, and let me know what you love and that you want it free for the shout out for Lisa Zimmer as the one to follow for online building classes. So if you're just joining us, those 4 people in the Premier and Silver Facebook group, if you are Premier or Silver and don't know that there's a Facebook group for you from corporate, comment below and we'll post the link to that. Only request to join if you're Premier or Silver. It's corporate managed group. And we'll post the link for you to join that, where you get additional support through corporate and your peers, okay? But I just wanted to give a shout out to those because someone said in that Facebook group, who teaches the best online classes, who's a diamond and above, and boom, 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 everybody said Lisa Zimmer. So, yeah, thanks. All right, so I want to teach you how to do that in your own members groups, right? So I do similar things in my own members groups. I go into my members groups and I incentivize them to continue watching and showing up in our Facebook group because they might win something fun, right? So I ran the Master Your Metabolism Challenge that Mandy Johnston and I created, and I ran my Healthy Habits Challenge, right? It was educating people on my make and takes, Master Your Metabolism and Healthy Habits. Mandy Johnston wrote ebooks to go with them and Facebook posts. And now that is permanent content in my Facebook group in my units tab so that new members can educate themselves quickly and easily by seeing those posts, watching my video, and learning, right? So I do giveaways for that to incentivize them to show up. On the first one I ran, 14 different people won something. I found old sticker sheets and old recipe sheets. Doesn't matter what it was, right? These are going to customers, and they all won that and a free oil that they couldn't buy anymore, right? You don't want to reward your team with oils that they can buy. That's going to ruin your LRP, and then they don't need to order, right? You always reward with things that they can't get otherwise. So they got to pick from Island Mint, Citrus Bliss, Holiday Joy, Holiday Peace, yellow mandarin, red mandarin, clementine, oils that they can't buy, right? You have to be strategic. You'll learn how to be more strategic. You learn how to be strategic in here in biz tips, but if you want daily task tips, explanations in detail of why and how we do these things for you to succeed and for us to succeed, WWZDs. Make sure you're always in the most current WWZD, right? So they all got something. So guess what? A lot more people showed up on my next challenge to participate and share and educate in the comments, share what they do to use these products, and that helps educate my members, right? So I'll go into my Facebook group every now and then, and I will be tracking, even though I don't have to engage in my members group hardly at all because it's all self-sufficient, right? My customers are going into the Facebook group and saying, hey, I have greasy hair. What do I use for that, right? And all my members are answering. I don't even answer questions anymore unless I know that I have an answer that hasn't been answered by someone else, right? Because I'm empowering and educating my members to take care of one another and be a part of the community, right? I'll see who, say it's Dawn. Hey, Dawn. Say it's Dawn who's been answering a lot of questions in my team Facebook group, right? And I'll just pop in and be like, congratulations, Dawn is the winner of awesome member of the month, right? I just make up a name, right? And for helping and supporting all of you in members only this last month, I noticed Dawn's been answering a lot of questions and been really helpful. Dawn wins a prize, and you can pick from Island Mint, Citrus Bliss, Harvest Spice, Holiday Joy, Holiday Peace, and I remind them why they want them for this particular moment, right? So Citrus Bloom, right, for positivity and uplifting anxious feelings while we're quarantined, right? Never stop taking advantage of your opportunities to educate. Your members aren't going to think that getting Harvest Spice or Holiday Joy is a big deal right now. They're immediately going to think, oh, she's got stuff left over from Christmas. True, but here's why you want it, why you want to be a helper in the group so that you can win them, because those also have the oils in them like On Guard and have health benefits right now like On Guard, right? Do you see how all of a sudden that went from Harvest Spice to, oh my goodness, I want to win, I need to have that oil right now? Strategic thinking, strategic marketing. So I do a whole bunch of things in one fell swoop. I made Dawn feel good about herself for being a helper. She's going to keep helping more. I recognize that Dawn could be a future sharer and builder because anyone answering questions for others has now become an empowered, educated user, and the next step is to grow them into a sharer. Sharers and builders are grown, not found. You don't just wake up knowing how to do doTERRA, folks. You're groomed and grown. I'm now groom and grow Dawn into a sharer or builder. I'm going to send Dawn, along with her present, my Zimmer Living, Sharing, and Growing trifolds. If I can see in her past 3 months orders she doesn't use LLV, get us what else she's getting. What else is she getting? Learn how to take these simple things and use them appropriately, right? To grow your business, reward your customers, and grow your team. People give away free stuff, free stuff, free stuff. but you're not using it correctly, and you're not using it to your advantage or to your customer's advantage, right? So when I reward a member later, they forget that they even have this trifold, right? That told them about the oils. Why do I want to make sure my members have one? I'll put my information on it. If she enrolls someone with my information and decides to share, sweet, we can change it to her enrollment. No big deal. Don't overthink it. Just get this tool in their hands, right? I send them a printed one, because if they're going to share and build and use them, they have to buy their own original on lisazimmer.net, right? Or it's copyright infringement. They're stealing, right? But to start, I'm going to send Dawn like 3 trifolds. Hey Dawn, I'm so excited. You're so empowered and educated with your oils. You've been answering all these questions. Here's your free oil that you chose, but also feel free to give out my trifolds and refer others to me, or you can even help them yourself. Let's chat about that if you're interested. Then I'll go tag her in my FAQ on how to help my own friends and family get oils. And I'm gonna make sure, hold on, I tried to laminate all my tools here so I had them. Then I'm gonna make sure I give her one sharing printed trifold in her little prize pack. And I'm gonna give her Growing doTERRA Naturally trifold in her prize pack. These cost me 5 cents to print at home, people. Use HP Insta Ink, okay? Print them at home, HP Insta Ink. I got new paper on Amazon. I'll post it that I like. I was using cardstock, it's too thick. I got 32-pound paper that's got a little sheen to it. I'll post the link. Gorgeous. Got it on Amazon. I'll post the link. Let me write that down. Link for paper. And I print all my trifolds at home. 5 cents. HP Insta Ink. And that includes the cost of the ink. Okay? No $1 printing going on over here for color printing. 5 cents. That way I can send half a dozen trifolds to her. 3 of my living trifolds, 1 sharing, 1 growing. And if she's not a user of Lifelong Vitality Pack yet, I'll send this. And because I'm already sending her a package and her free oil, right, for being the helper of the month or whatever you want to call it, helper of the day, if she's not on Lifelong Vitality Pack and I'm already spending the money on the postage, I'm going to throw in 5 sachets of the Lifelong Vitality Pack along with the trifolds. And now I'm going to help her, right, get on Lifelong Vitality Pack. Leslie asked, do you print your cap labels too? No. All I print are trifolds and my Zimmer make intakes. Right. See how that just turned into, I just groomed her for more. The reason you want to do that, look at a comment from yesterday or last night that I posted. Someone that works with us in WWZD courses, who takes them all, who is really killing it. She makes sure that everyone she talks to, whether she talks to them in person or online, she makes sure every single one of them gets a trifold, right? I enroll most of my people over the telephone in 60 seconds or less. I still make sure and mail with their goodie bag the living trifold at the very least. That way, if anything got skipped in our conversation, it's covered in here. Safety, whatever. Plus, we still do our membership overview, right? She just had someone enroll on her team that she did not know at all because her new member gave their friend her trifolds, right? It had her information on it, right? It didn't have the new member's information on it. She passed it off. Now she's going to have an intelligent conversation with that new member. Awesome, way to go. You get a flex for referring me to your friend that just enrolled. How exciting. And of course she knows how they enrolled because they tell you. It's not like mystery people enroll with you and you don't find out how, right? So she reached out to the brand new enrollment, said, yay, how'd you hear about me? Oh, my friend Michelle gave me this little brochure that she had, and she told me that the oil lady said just get one of the kits. It's the best way to go. And so she did. So when you use our tools correctly, our tools will help build your business for you, right? Stephanie didn't have to do squat to get that enrollment. She made sure her new member had a trifold. Her new member handed off the trifold to a friend. If you are not using tools that can do your job for you when you're not present, then you're using the wrong tools and the wrong process. Does that make sense? Stephanie did not even need to be involved because she used the Zimmer trifold that takes you from step 1 to the finish line without Stephanie needing to be involved. That's how easy it is to build with the Zimmer tools. And people are like, oh my gosh, what's the Zimmer system? The Zimmer system is using your mouth in the correct way, which is free. It's called a 60-second enrollment script, and it's free in the Files tab and free video, and a trifold. It's $20. You use it forever. You never have to buy another one if you know how to edit it yourself. You might have to buy another one every couple of years when doTERRA makes changes if you can't edit it for $20. And usually, we'll have specials when they first come out, right? It's not complicated, it's not expensive. Now, if you want to get our other tools to help you grow your business, sure. You get the sharing trifold, you get the growing trifold, you get your LLV trifold. Our LLV trifold is $12, folks. It has everything you need, and LLV will be the foundation of your stable future business. So you better be educating about it. You better be making sure that new enrollments get on it, or give them 5 sachets in your LLV trifold, because it has directions on how to take it, why they should take it, when to take it, right? Simple, simple, simple tools. Karen says, editing the trifold is super easy too, right? And challenge yourself, learn how to do this stuff. All right, I'm not seeing questions in the comments, so I'll go ahead and wrap up, but I want to make sure that you've walked away understanding that there's a tremendous opportunity for you right now to be the new wave. Let's call it the new wave of founders, right? The founders in doTERRA got there quickly because they chose to, right? 2 classes a week, 2 new contacts a day, 2 follow-ups a day, right? My 2-2-2 plan. I think you learned about my 2-2-2 plan in WWZD 8, right? And Melissa says, I gave 2 of my trifolds to a new enrollment last week for her to share plus goodies. Yes, yes, yes. If we don't tell people that they can share, that they can refer, how are they going to know, right? And then you're going to grow them into a sharer or builder. Okay, make sure you're paying attention in your customer groups and reward people so that they pay attention, right? And make sure you're looking for people who have potential to share and build, right? If you look, you will find them. No one knew I existed or that I wanted to share and build doTERRA. I said no for 6 months, and then all of a sudden I was like, wait, I'm helping my friends and family for free. I may as well get paid to help them. And, sorry, there's a loud noise outside. And it'll pay for my product. All I wanted was my products for free because they were changing my life, and I wanted to be able to get them forever. And within 2 years, we were diamond, right? It's 6-figure income. Crazy. Tammy says, how do I edit a PDF? You use a PDF editor, Tammy. You can Google free PDF editors, and you can also use Sejta.com. So you can type Sejta, SEJDA.com in the search bar, and I also have a little training video. So very, very simple. You can use Adobe. You can use any free PDF editor. Google free PDF editor. All right, so congratulations to Bethany Wallen, Wayne Becker, Heather Matarazzo, Crystal Lee. Crystal, your name's probably the only one I didn't butcher there. You all get to pick a free handout from lisazimmer.net/shop. I got a couple more giveaways coming up. And thank you for going into the Premier and Silver rank corporate board and giving me the shout out when someone asked who is Diamond and Above that teaches the best online classes, and boom, 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 4 comments in a row right out of the gate were Lisa Zimmer's online class. Yay! Right, so if you want to learn how to do our online classes, join WWZD 8 to get the in-depth, right? You can do it a bunch of different ways. You can open our trifold on your computer. When you do Zoom, click share, open our trifold PDF, and teach from it. Not rocket science. Then you can open your make and take of your choosing. A lot of people are doing the healthy daily habits, the essentials, master your metabolism, and immunity. Those are the top ones right now. So order your make and takes from lisazimmer.net. Healthy daily habits, master your metabolism, immunity, respiratory, what did I miss? And the essentials, right? And rotate. You open the PDF, you click share button on your Zoom, you open the PDF, and you read it and talk about it with them. Not rocket science, right? For the step-by-step, we have a class checklist free in the files tab here for any class. It still works for online. What you do on Zoom and online is no different than what you do in person. People are making this way too hard. It's not hard. It's really, really simple. And so we'll give you the step-by-step, we'll give you the words to say, and you can hear how Laura and Christiana and everybody that's implementing them, how they are successful and how they're getting so many enrollments right now. Christiana got 14 enrollments last month using our Zimmer system. Okay, so just follow the steps, master your process. All right, so we want you to get in WWZD 8. There's a whole bunch of other stuff in there, not just intro classes. There's tons of stuff in there. There's the free nursing professionals trifold, which is super important right now. Your nursing friends who are ready for more and want to supplement their income or replace their income in the future or whatever, you want to help them get the nursing professional trifold. You give that to them to show them there's a business opportunity here. To make their life better, not just their health and wellness, right? That's free in WWZD 8. WWZD 9, we're going to talk about a ton of stuff. We're going to dig in. We're going to do personal Q&A Zooms, right? So you log on Zoom with me, and everyone that logs on, we stay on until I get everyone's questions answered. So you get personal Zoom time. Just to give you an idea, when I was doing mentor calls, a 1-hour mentor call was $100. Y'all get on Zoom for 2 weeks with me for $29, right? Plus my graphics, plus my tools, plus all the other stuff, right? So that's why we switched from mentoring to WWZD. I did not like having to only help one person at a time. And so now with WWZD, I can help a whole bunch of people at one time for a very low price. It's only $29 for the early bird right now. Get joined in WWZD right now, WWZD 9 for $29 before the price goes up, okay? So the price will go up, let's start Thursday. So get your WWZD 9 now. Yay. Post in the comments what you're loving and learning from WWZD. And then I have 2 folks that are getting free access to WWZD 9 because they participated and tagged in a comment that I did when I launched it last week. The challenge was to comment and tag folks from your team so they knew about WWZD 9. Yay, Bev says, best training ever. Sweet. Jillian's doing her first online class today. What I love about Jillian, right, is she's inviting people, but she's enrolling people just by posting on Facebook, right? She's using some of our tools and trainings from WWZD. And then when people reach out to her with a question, she's learned how to Zimmerify her conversation with them to get enrollments, right? And we're going to talk about that. We talk about that in WWZD as well. All right, so the free WWZD 9 access, Helen, I don't know how to spell or say your last name. It's Huque, Helen Huck, and Tanya Spencer. She tagged Tanya Spencer. So Helen and Tanya, you both get free access to WWZD 9 for participating in our post. And if you already purchased it, we'll give you a refund, or you can pick another tool of your choice for around the same value. So 6 giveaways today. Go check out lisazimmer.net/shop. Make sure you get into WWZD 8 and 9. Super, super important right now. Dolores says, I love that WWZD got me out of my comfort zone. Yay. Sweet. Amy says, in the past, things were way too complicated for her, and now she's learning from me and excited for WWZD 9, and she's signed up. And thanks me for making it simple. That's what we're here for. If this is hard or has too many steps, who's going to want to do what you do? Nobody. Nobody wants another job. Nobody wants things to be hard, right? It's hard enough to choose to work on something every day and to stay inspired. How you do it should not be complicated. It should be this simple. And then learn how to maximize the tools that you already have. We don't want you to spin yourself out of business. That's not a good business model. We don't want you to have a 100-page training manual to learn how to do what we do. You need this, a 60-second enrollment, your mouth, and your confidence and your comfort. And a couple other tools to explain things so you don't have to explain it with your mouth over and over and over, right? I'm interested in building a business. What do? Boom. Mail them your sharing and growing trifold in paper. Tag them in your Zimmer Builder FAQ and set an appointment to chat with them when they've gotten their trifold and they have read posts 1 through 6. That's how you launch a builder. Boom, done. Don't need a 2-hour session with your mouth. Don't need to give them 50 million things to do. It's not going to do it. And then you'll lose even your share opportunities, right? Rinse and repeat. We're going to go in depth in WWZD 9 about 30, 60, and 90-day plans and how to strategically, using a number of examples that I've done, how to strategically identify shares and builders in your existing members group and what you do to find them and cultivate them and grow them. 30, 60, 90-day plans so you can have... I've got some newer builders who haven't quite found their way in LRP yet. They don't look to me for a lot of support. They're doing it on their own, but some newer builders who've, with their lesser LRP rate, our LRP rate isn't as strong as it has been. Our LRP rate at one time was between 70 and 80%. All right, now our LRP rate is 65 to 70, I think, right? That's low for me, right? So I want you to learn how to do what I do using a few key tools to build your business. Identify sharers and builders. I logged in 2 days ago and the first 3 people on my team to enroll people, not builders. I'm going to teach you how I do that in WWZD 9 too. All right, so love it, love it, love it. Hope you learned a little bit today. Share with others why you love WWZD so that they feel confident. They don't have to listen to me, right? Because I'm the salesperson. I'm selling something. I need you all to post in the comments why you love it, right? That's how you do it in your members group too, right? You want your customers sharing what they love and why because they're not selling anything. It's your best testimonial. Happy customers is your best testimonial. So all you WWZD happy customers, post in the comments for me. And folks, read the comments. It's where you're going to learn how to build a business from others. You're going to learn how to use your oils from others. Always read the comments. RTC, the comments are filled with golden nuggets every day, all over Facebook. Read comments. All right, have a good one. Happy oiling. Hope to see you Thursday in WWZD 9. Bye.